Picture this. Disney writes the ultimate check, Warner Brothers caves, and suddenly Batman belongs to Marvel Studios. Kevin Feige, the architect of the MCU, now controls The Dark Knight. Today on Multiverse of Mayhem, we're exploring exactly how Marvel would transform Batman, from the tone to the trilogy structure, from the villains to the inevitable team-ups. If you love thought experiments that actually dig into studio philosophies and storytelling approaches, smash that subscribe button. Let's see what happens when the distinguished competition's crown jewel joins the House of Ideas. First thing Feige does, skip the origin. Marvel learned from Spider-Man Homecoming. We don't need to see the pearls hit the pavement again. Instead, we'd meet a Year 3 Batman, established but not legendary yet. The MCU Batman would arrive fully formed, with subtle references to his past, rather than another crime alley flashback. But here's the Marvel twist. They'd make his origin matter onto the larger universe. Maybe Thomas Wayne was developing technology that connects to Stark Industries. Maybe Martha Wayne's foundation was investigating enhanced individuals before the Avengers existed. In Feige's hands, Batman wouldn't just lose his parents, he'd lose his connection to a larger world he's now trying to protect. The cave, the car, the gadgets, all established. But Alfred would definitely get the Happy Hogan treatment. More screen time, more humour, more humanity. Let's address the elephant in the cave. Marvel's tone versus Batman's darkness. But remember, Marvel made Winter Soldier, touched on Tony Stark's self-destructive tendencies, and handled Thanos' genocide. They can do dark. They just don't wallow in it. Feige's Batman would be serious but not joyless. Think Captain America's moral weight mixed with Black Panther's royal burden. The violence would be precise, not brutal. The psychology would be complex, not nihilistic. We'd get a Batman who cracks exactly one joke per movie, and it would land perfectly because of its rarity. Most importantly, Marvel would embrace the comic book elements DC often runs from. No shame about the costume, no embarrassment about colourful villains. If Feige can make a talking raccoon emotional, he can make a man dressed as a Bat profound. Feige loves his 3-film character arcs, and Batman would get the full treatment. Film 1, The Batman Initiative, establishing Batman in a world of enhanced individuals. The villain, Black Mask, running crime in a post-blip Gotham. But the real conflict is Batman realising he can't handle enhanced threats alone. Post-credits would be Nick Fury approaching Bruce Wayne. Film 2, Batman Court of Owls. The secret society controlling Gotham challenges everything Bruce believes about his city. Marvel would lean into the horror elements while maintaining PG-13. The Talons would be enhanced naturally. Post-credits, the Joker, but different. Film 3, Batman No Man's Land. Gotham devastated by a larger MCU event. Batman must save his city while confronting his greatest failure. He wasn't there when disaster struck because he was with the Avengers. The villain coalition includes everyone we've been setting up. Oh, you know, Feige has plans for the Clown Prince, but this wouldn't be your Heath Ledger anarchist or your Joaquin Phoenix tragedy. Marvel's Joker would be something new, a dark mirror to the entire MCU concept. Like, imagine a Joker who's aware he's in a cinematic universe, who finds the whole enterprise hilariously meaningless. He doesn't just want to prove people are bad. He wants to prove that superhero team-ups are absurd. He'd target the Avengers just to make Batman choose between Gotham and the greater good. The chemistry would be Loki-level compelling, but without the redemption arc. Feige would cast someone unexpected. Think Bryan Cranston or Oscar Isaac, someone who can be charming and terrifying. And yes, he'd definitely get his own Disney Plus show exploring his rise during the blip. Marvel's villain problem, not with Batman's rogues. Feige would treat them like Loki, recurring players with their own arcs. Two-Face becomes a tragic commentary on justice, enhanced by experimental shield tech that split his personality. Penguin runs the criminal underground with Kingpin-like presence. Riddler becomes a tech terrorist targeting Stark's legacy. Poison Ivy is reframed as an eco-warrior whose methods go too far, basically Batman's Killmonger. But here's the Marvel magic. They'd all be connected. Maybe they were test subjects for the same program. Maybe they're all responding to Batman's presence differently. Feige loves his shared universes. Within shared universes, Gotham's villains would feel like a dysfunctional family, not random encounters. You can't have Marvel Batman without the crossovers, but Feige would be smart about it. First appearance, a post-credits cameo where Tony Stark mentions that vigilante in Gotham who thinks he's too good for armor. The disrespect would be immediate and glorious. The dynamic with Captain America would be fascinating. Two tactical geniuses with different approaches to justice. The Batman/Spider-Man team up would break the internet. Quips versus brooding, with Peter desperately trying to impress his hero, while Bruce pretends to be annoyed but secretly loves the kid. And the Thor meeting? I am the god of thunder. I'm Batman, and this explains nothing about your appearance, mortal. But Feige's masterstroke. Batman never officially joins the Avengers. He's the consultant, the emergency option, the one who shows up when things are desperate but never stays for shawarma. Marvel loves their ensembles, and Batman's supporting cast is gold. Robin wouldn't just appear. We'd get a Disney Plus series showing Dick Grayson's journey. Each Robin would represent a different era of the MCU. Dick during the more optimistic early years, Jason during the darker middle period, Tim emerging post-blip. Batgirl gets her own trilogy because Feige loves his female heroes. Oracle would become the MCU's information broker, connecting heroes across franchises. Catwoman would get the Black Widow treatment, morally ambiguous, impossibly cool, and definitely getting her own movie after stealing every scene she's in. The Bat family would function like a darker Guardians of the Galaxy, found family bound by trauma, but learning to heal together. Alfred would be the heart, naturally with at least one emotional death fake out, because Marvel gonna Marvel. Gotham itself would become a character in the MCU. Feige would establish it as the anti-New York, while NYC rebuilt stronger after the Chitauri. Gotham festered. It's where people go when they fall through the cracks of the superhero age. The city's corruption would stem from a specific source, maybe a defunct Hydra cell, maybe failed extremist experiments, but it wouldn't just be Dark City is dark. Feige would give Gotham a specific identity, the city that superheroes forgot, which explains why Batman is so protective and why he distrusts the Avengers' grand gestures. We'd see Gotham evolve across films, starting as a noir nightmare, slowly healing as Batman's influence grows, then shattered by a major event, forcing Bruce to rebuild not just as Batman, but as a Wayne, using his resources for genuine change. It's the Marvel redemption arc applied to an entire city. In the MCU, Batman's technology would need explaining. Feige would position Wayne Enterprises as the company that says no to superhero contracts, while Stark makes Iron Man suits. Wayne makes urban pacification tools. While Pym particles shrink heroes, Wayne Tech helps regular cops. But here's the twist. Bruce has been reverse engineering everyone's technology. The Batcave would contain his versions of various Marvel tech, improved for non-lethal applications. He's not anti-superhero, he's pro-human, believing ordinary people should be able to protect themselves. This creates natural conflict with Tony Stark's philosophy and sets up Batman as the voice questioning whether humanity should rely so heavily on enhanced individuals. It's Civil War ideology, but from an outsider's perspective. And Kevin Feige's Batman would be something unprecedented, a street-level hero who challenges the entire MCU concept while participating in it. He'd be the critic inside the system, the human among gods, the detective in a world of soldiers. Marvel wouldn't darken their universe for Batman. They'd use Batman to add depth to their universe. He'd be the character who asks uncomfortable questions. What about the people the Avengers don't save? Who watches the Watchmen? Is this really the world we want to build? But most importantly, Feige would remember what makes Batman eternal. He's the hero anyone could theoretically become. No super soldier serum, No arc reactor, no spider bite, just determination, resources, and an unbreakable will. In an MCU filled with chosen ones, Batman would choose himself. The result? A Batman who fits the MCU while maintaining his core identity. Darker than most Marvel heroes, but not grimdark. Serious, but not humorless. Connected, but independent. It would be Batman proof that even the darkest nights can shine in Marvel's universe. Would this Batman be everyone's favourite? No. But would he work? Absolutely, because if Marvel can make us care about a talking tree, they can definitely handle a flying rodent. What do you think? Would Marvel's Batman work, or is The Dark Knight too dark for the MCU? Drop your thoughts below and subscribe for more alternate universe breakdowns. This is Multiverse of Mayhem, where we imagine the impossible crossovers that keep us up at night. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.